Hello everyone, I'm Meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your 10 a.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. Now again, we are watching the tropics very closely as there is another cluster of thunderstorms in the central southern Atlantic region that does have a potential for tropical development over the next 7 days. Before we get to that, though, do want to highlight, of course, the big news that happened last week and is still kind of going through the process of being finalized. But that, of course, is the peace agreement between Hamas and Israel. NBC's Richard Engel has more.
After President Trump piled pressure on both Israel and Hamas, the Israeli military this morning is slowing down its attacks in the Gaza Strip. But the Israeli offensive hasn't stopped completely, as President Trump demanded, while Israel and Hamas tried to hammer out the details to implement Trump's 20-point peace plan.
I think it's going to go very quickly. The meeting seemed to be very good.
The deal would require Hamas to free all 48 of its remaining hostages, 20 of them presumed to be still alive, and to leave power. Israel would stop the war and, over time, withdraw from most of Gaza. In Gaza, many say the deal and their future remain vague, but that they can't take any more of this war that has killed, health officials say, more than 66,000 Palestinians, half of them women and children. I see a dim light at the end of the tunnel, said Atala Yaki. In Israel, former hostages say every moment counts.
When we were down there, it was many times it was a deal in the air. We were very happy and in a high and like this. And then they said, no, it's collapsed. And then you go to depressed.
Ohad Ben Ami showed me where he was kidnapped along with his wife from their home in Kibbutz Be'eri, where Hamas murdered 102 people 2 years ago. Ben Ami was held in a deep tunnel, treated like a rat, he says, and starved for 491 days.
And now, after 2 years, there's this deal in the works. It's a little complicated.
Yes.
How do you feel?
I'm very optimistic because the Arabic states are agreed to this, and Israel agreed to this, and Hamas agreed to this, and Donald Trump is knocking on the table. And it will happen. I'm telling you, this time it will be finished.
And again, that was Richard Engel reporting. We now want to turn again to the tropics, where we've got our eyes on, again, an area of concern in the central Atlantic. Right now, doesn't hold any sort of threat to eastern North Carolina or the U.S. as a whole. But as you can see, this is going to kind of take the same path we just saw with Umberto. Hopefully it does. Hopefully it doesn't get any closer than Umberto did. Next name up on the list is Jerry. Over the next 48 hours, the cluster of thunderstorms you see in there denoted by that red X kind of down at the bottom of your screen there, that is the area of concern. Over the next 48 hours has a medium chance, or a 50% chance of tropical development. Over the next 7 days, that goes up to a 70% chance or a high chance. Regardless, we're still several days away before this thing gets anywhere close to impacting eastern North Carolina, if it even does so. From now, what I'm kind of anticipating, potential beach impacts down the line. We're talking about increased surf, possibly some windy conditions across the Outer Banks, but not looking at any sort of direct hit, at least at this point. So good news there. Good news certainly there. Right now, visible satellite highlighting, again, a lot of cloud cover back over Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, and Kentucky. That cloud cover is associated with an area of low pressure that will eventually work its way through eastern North Carolina, but it's not going to happen today. That's likely going to get pushed off until we get into Wednesday and Thursday of this week. For now, things again are looking a little bit more straightforward and sunny for today. Chance of rain possible along the coast, but I wouldn't really pack my umbrella if I was heading to the Outer Banks. 74 degrees right now in Washington, comes with an east-northeasterly breeze at 7 miles per hour. Again, beautiful sunshine overhead. We will see a little bit more cloud cover coming up this afternoon than what's present outside right now, but should still classify again as at least a partly sunny day. most likely a mostly sunny day throughout the area today. Currently, air temperatures warming out of the 60s. Most of us right now in the low to mid 70s. A few of us already into the upper 70s. But a breeze out of the northeast right now should help keep those air temperatures from getting too hot later on this afternoon. I would plan on possibly seeing air temperatures reach around the low, maybe even the mid 80s, but it will feel warmer. It will feel warmer than your air temperatures show because of the higher humidity that is present over the east right now. As through this afternoon, 83, 84 degrees. Projected highs could end up feeling more like 86, 87, 88 degrees. It's not going to be a big jump when you factor in the humidity, but it will at least be a bit of an uptick in just how warm it truly feels outside. Coming up this evening, air temperatures will fall out of the 80s by the time we reach around 6 p.m., mid 70s by 7, into the upper 60s by 9 p.m. An easterly breeze will be fairly relaxed at around 3 to 6 miles an hour. Not much there. Zooming the picture out a little bit further, you can see we've got that area of clouds and rain stretched across Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, and Mississippi, even Arkansas and Louisiana getting in the mix a bit. That area of low pressure will combine with the other frontal boundary you're seeing further back towards the northwest to kind of create a massive system that will work its way over the East Coast later on this week, right around Wednesday into Thursday. This is Tuesday, and most of the rain stretched from the Rust Belt all the way down into the Gulf Coast states of Alabama and even possible sections of Mississippi. But then that whole boundary slowly starts to slide eastward, and it should be moving over eastern North Carolina coming up Wednesday evening to Wednesday night. And it's not going to be a very fast-moving system. That is good news because that will keep us from seeing any sort of major severe weather threat, at least a widespread threat, but it's also going to mean that the rain showers are going to stick around even as we head into your Thursday morning. So it's not going to be kind of a one and done. We'll avoid most of the severe thunderstorm potential, but there will still be that opportunity for lingering showers as we wake up Thursday, particularly for those of you watching on the eastern side of Highway 17. Now, through Thursday and Friday, those showers will slowly start to taper off, but we'll see more rain kind of linger around the coast for Saturday and Sunday. I know, Mudfest coming up on Saturday and Sunday, not exactly what we were hoping for, but right now it is looking like we could certainly see some spotty to scattered showers rolling in over this coming weekend. Well, that's all we have time for today's 10 a.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. We'll be back with more news and weather coming up at the top of the hour. Until then, I hope you all have a fantastic day.
This hour of the WITN First Alert Desk is sponsored by ENC Pirate Realty.